shapes to draw today. It's Mrs. Wooliver Day. We don't say easy, we say fun. Mrs. Wooliver kids are number one. So let's stick together, 'cause today is the day. It's Mrs. Wooliver Day. It's Mrs. Wooliver Day.
Mrs. Wooliver!
Right. I'm Mrs. Wooliver, and today is Mrs. Wooliver Day. Are you ready for a story? Okay, today my story is called Put on a Happy Face. Written by Mrs. Wooliver and illustrated by my daughter, Cassie Garwood. Hi, boys and girls. My name is Shapes. Shapes the Clown. I live at 12345 Bubblegum Street. I live in a house with many shapes. Do you see the shapes? I see one red triangle. I see one blue square. I see one orange rectangle. And I see two white circles. Do you see them? My favorite thing to do is to look in the mirror and make funny faces at myself. But sometimes I don't feel like making funny faces. I have different feelings inside. My mom calls them my emotions. Emotions are feelings on the inside that show up on the outside. They show up on your face. You might have this emotion when you know it's a Mrs. Wooliver Day. Can you show me? Mrs. Wooliver smile? All right. You might have this emotion when you're not feeling good, or if you have to wear a mask. You might have this emotion when you're having a bad hair day. It's mad, isn't it? Yes. You might have this emotion if your family throws you a surprise party for your birthday. Surprise or shocked? Huh? Lots of different emotions there. You might have this emotion when your teacher gives you a really hard math problem. Thinking, confused, wonder why she told me that. Okay. And you might have this emotion after a long, hard day at school. Oh, tired, huh? Yeah. So boys and girls, the next time you want to make a face at someone, make it a happy face. Because a happy face is the most fun to make. It's so true. It really is. We have different emotions though. It depends on how we wake up in the morning, right? How we're feeling, if we got a good breakfast, if we didn't, maybe we're hungry. It all depends. But just remember, the emotions you have inside show outside on your face to other people. So you might be able to tell how they're feeling also. I bet your mom or dad have bad hair days every once in a while, huh? Oh yeah, mine did. So next time we draw, I'm going to teach you how to draw Shapes the Clown. Are you ready to draw? Okay. Today we're going to draw in the apple direction, the apple direction, the apple direction. We'll put our paper in the apple direction and we'll be ready to draw with you. With who? With you. Oh, I hope you're saying that. Okay, we're going to put shapes in the center ring with a bunny ready to jump through the hoop that he's holding. So let's get started. Okay, we're going to start with shapes and his hat. And we're going to put his hat about right here. And it's not too big. It's not gigantic. There we go. It's a right as triangle, isn't it? And we're going to put a ball on top of it. Okay. All right. And then we're going to put his face or his head around like this. Now it looks like an upside down ice cream cone or something, doesn't he? All right. Now in his face, we're going to put triangles for eyebrows, and they're going to come right off that hat, the bottom of that hat, like this. Okay? It looks like a pumpkin, but we're not starting a pumpkin. All right? Right underneath that, we're going to put his eyes like this. Okay? And you know, I don't want to put a half moon shape in there because it might be just get crushed up. So let's just put his pupils looking down at the bunny that's going to be standing over there ready to jump through the hoop. Okay? All right. Now he has a clown nose here, big red clown nose right in the middle of his eyes, right there. Okay. And we're going to put on a Mrs. Wooliver smile like that. And then we're going to put on some white makeup, or just to trace it around like this. Around his smile, around down under, like that. And if you look down there, you'll see that he's got his white makeup on. Okay? Great. Now his hair. Now, he wears his hair crazy, but there's 4 pieces of hair on each side of his head. 4 on that side, 4 on this side. Now, remember, it could be looking like a bad hair day. It could be looking any which way. We learned that his hair just goes everywhere, so it doesn't matter which way it goes. Okay? He wears a fluffy clown collar like this around his neck. Okay? Great. All right, and then his body is like this. His suit, his clown suit. You're going to come down like this with a regular little hand there. And then you're going to kind of come out like this a little bit over on this side. Okay, because he's going to be holding a hoop over here for the bunny. Now, if we left these arms just like this, his body would be really big. So let's bring this sleeve in a little bit and this sleeve in a little bit like that. Okay? Just a little. All right. And then you're going to make kind of a W shape like that for his suit. All right. Remember, pause the video if I'm going too quickly. All right. And catch up and then keep going. I don't want you to be frustrated. Not today. No way. Okay, you're going to put 2 circles right there on his clown suit. All right, let's go ahead and make his shoes before we make his hands, okay? Now, we're going to give him floppy clown shoes, but we want them right under him. We want to leave room for a pedestal that he's a step. He's going to be on a step. So we want floppy clown shoes like that. All right. Then we're going to make the step that he's standing on. We're going to go from right here, from his middle of his body. We're going to go down, around, right under his feet, and to the other side like that. Standing on a step. Then we're going to come down from both sides here and here. If you have enough room. If you don't have enough room, just go right off the page. But then you're going to bring it together on the bottom like that. So it looks like he's on a step. Okay? All right. Now let's just make a regular clown glove. Give him a thumb and a mitten. Now these aren't going to be Mrs. Wooliver hands. They're going to be clown gloves. So you want to put 2 dots in them like this. And then a line there and a line there. Those are his gloves. Okay? All right. Now this one, what you're going to do is you're going to come up with the thumb. Okay? You're going to come out with the mitten like that. So you'll do the same kind of mitten, his gloves, clown gloves like that. But then we're going to put a hoop in his hand. Now hopefully you have enough room to the side. I don't even know if I do. It's pretty skinny over there. But we're going to make a skinny hoop. How's that? Okay, we're going to come out from his thumb. And we're going to come around with a hoop. And we're going to go into the bottom of his hand. Okay? Now, if your hoop has to go off the page and come back, that's fine. Totally fine. Then you're going to come back inside with a hoop. You're going to follow it here around to give some thickness to the hoop like that. So it looks like a hula hoop. He's holding a hula hoop or something. Okay? All right. Now over here we're going to put a bunny, and he's going to be standing on a stool or on a step, getting ready to jump through the hoop. Okay? So this is what you want to do. Okay. About right here from his hand. All right? You're going to start with the top of the bunny's head. Okay? The top of the bunny's head. And then you're going to come like this. It's going to look like a kind of a hat. An old-fashioned type hat. That's what it looks like, isn't it? Okay? That's his head. Now we're going to put his eyes inside. We're going to put windows. 2 windows, one there, like that. Now his eyes are big enough, so we're going to put the whites of his eyes in like that half moon shape up there. Those are the whites of his eyes. And then we're going to make his pupils looking over its shapes, like that. He's got to be looking at that hoop he's going to jump through. Okay. Let's make his ears. All right, here we go. We're going to, now here's how the steps to make some floppy ears, okay? It's going to be great. You're going to come up like this, okay? Then come down like this, okay? All right? Then come in like this, but not all the way in. Not all the way in, so it's touching just to there. And then come in a little bit here, and then come like that. There's his ear. He's flopping. Flopping down. Isn't that cute? Awesome. Okay, now we can put the inside of his ear right there. You know, the pink part of his ear. Okay. Now, let's make, we didn't do the nose or the smile, but we'll come back and do it. Let's make the other ear. So you're going to come out like this. You're going to droop it down like this. Right? Then you're going to come in a little bit, but not all the way. Not all the way touching. If you went all the way, it's fine. Don't worry about it. You don't need to get upset or anything. Then you're going to come down in a little bit more and go like this. There you go. And let's put the round circle like that. Isn't that cute? Cute bunny. Cute bunny. Okay. Now, on his nose, we're going to give him an upside down triangle. Gets really tiny in there. And my pens are really thick, so. Okay. You're going to make a line straight down and put a Mrs. Wooliver smile on him. Okay. He's ready. He's ready to make some kids happy in the audience, isn't he? Okay, now, right here at the end of this cheek and at the end of this cheek, I want you to give a dot and a dot. Okay? Then we're going to go 1, 2, 3 whiskers. 1, 2, 3 whiskers on the outside. Okay? Great. All right. Now we're going to make his body. Here we go. Good luck with this. Just try your best. Try your best. Okay. We're going to come out from his head here. We're going to come out, across, and down like that. Okay? There he is. Now, bunnies have really long back legs. Okay? So we're going to make this kind of long and bring it back to here. All right, so you came out pretty far and then come, oh, look what I did. Came back to here. It's okay. I'm not going to worry about it. Okay? Then you're going to come up here and bring it up to about right there. Okay? All right. Now, what we want to do, we want to come here from the back leg, come down a little bit, and bring the tummy to about right there. All right. Okay. Then the front leg, come down from here and come all the way up to the top, to touch his, under his chin. Okay, so this is the front leg. So far, he looks pretty silly, doesn't he? He only has 2 legs. So let's give him his other leg. Now we want to put a shadow of a back leg back here. So come down and like that. Okay. So down and then there. And then on the front one, we're just going to go like this. We're going to come out and go like that for the front one. So now he has 2 legs. All right. We want to put 2 lines for his paws on the front feet. 2 for the front feet. 1 for the back foot. Look, I already have 1. Remember, that was my mistake. I made it into a paw. 1 here too. Okay. Then a very fluffy cotton tail on the back. Great. Okay, now we're going to put him in on his step, on his pedestal, his step. Okay? So if we want to kind of see, you know, how we did it over here, kind of follow it here. Come down and around, right under his feet. Under and to that side. Okay. We're going to come down and down on both sides and bring it together. If you can, if you have enough room. Now, if you're too far down, it's okay. I know you want it to look like mine, but it doesn't have to look like mine. Okay? It's looking like yours, the way you did it. Okay? Are you trying your best? Yes? Are you having fun? Yes? You're doing a great job. It doesn't matter what it looks like. Okay? All right. Next, our horizon line. The horizon line is going to be the center ring. Okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to come over here and we're going to follow it up and around and down to the other side of the paper. So it's like they're in a big circle. If we just kept going with that, it would be a big circle. Okay? Now we're going to make the tent behind it. So right here from this corner, you're going to put a line to the horizon line, to the center ring. Over here from this corner, you're going to draw a line to the center ring. And then right in the middle, you're going to bring that line down. So it looks like there's a tent behind him, right? That's awesome. Okay, now there's shapes. Look down at your paper and say, wow, I did a great job. Tell your neighbors or tell me, wow, you did a great job too. Are we having fun now? Yes, we're having fun now. Having a very nice day. Are we having fun now? Yes, we're having fun now. Having a nice Mrs. Wooliver day. Learning to draw the Mrs. Wooliver way. Great job, everybody. Now, as you're adding color, don't forget to start with shapes. Okay, shapes first. Over here is some colors that he is, okay, that you can kind of maybe figure out. And the bunny, and then the steps, the hoop, and then the background will be last, okay? So, until next time, keep drawing.